Sometimes we do take leave from the school, maybe because of fever, cough, cold, etc. What exactly happens is when we become sick, we have some disturbance in our physiological or psychological process in our body, and this is what any condition or the disturbance in a physiological or a psychological process of body is called as disease. Each disease has its own symptoms, and here, due to the doctor, when you go to the doctor asks you different symptoms, that what all symptoms you are having. All those depending upon the symptoms, he talks about the gives you different medicines depending upon the whatever symptom you say for a particular disease, right? And then you eat the medicine and then you become healthy, right? So now what you call as the health? Health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-beingness, and not just the absence of any disease. I don't have any disease. That is not just a complete health, children. You're mentally disturbed, you have many stresses. See, your parents may be having a stress presently that they don't have enough money to run the house, or if somebody in the family is affected by corona, then the mental disturbance is there in a mind, right? So that is not the state of complete health, children. You need to have complete, because now psychologically you are affected. So what is health? Health is a state of complete physical as well as mental and social well-beingness. Okay, so that is what is the health. Now disease means a condition or the disturbance in this. What is that? The psychological and physiological process of body get disturbed, and that is called as disease. Each disease is have its own symptoms. When you have, say, you can lose motion. When you go to doctor asks you whether it is watery or it is sticky, or when you go to washroom, you get some stomach ache or what. All the different symptoms doctor asks, and accordingly he judges that it may be because of this. It may be due to amoeba, or it may be due to some other viruses or bacteria, and depending upon them the medicines doctor gives. Now in this chapter we are going to learn about the types of diseases. In your family, maybe your grandfather or grandmother may be having diabetes. Some may be having the asthma problem, BP problem, right? So diabetes, your asthma, cold, heart disease, etc. are diseases. But now to study properly, we have divided the diseases in different categories. The one is according to the duration and another is according to reason. So all these problems are there, but then we need to study it properly, and this is how we have done the classification of the disease. So let us understand one by one. First is according to duration. When I say according to duration मतलब time के हिसाब से. So one is called as the chronic disease, another is called as the acute disease. So we have chronic and we have acute. First, the chronic disease lasts for longer time. For example, if I am having diabetes or if I am having thyroid, then lifelong I have to take medicine. This is called as the chronic disease. Okay, it lasts for longer time. Another is acute disease. Acute diseases are diseases which are for temporary. Suppose I am having fever today. After 2-3 days, the fever will not be there. Or say today I am having little cough and cold. I had some kada and then turmeric added milk, something I had, and then now I am, after 2-3 days, I am fresh. No more cough and cold. So those all are the acute disease. Last for smaller time. Right? So this is how, according to duration, we have the two types. Right? Acute and chronic. Now coming to the next part, and that is according to the reasons. According to the reasons, we have the hereditary diseases and acquired diseases. Now children, here you have to understand little. I'll just show you one child here. Can you see this child? In this, there by looking at the child, we can say that the child is not a normal child. कुछ तो problem है, right? So such child who is mental health is not proper is called as the that is due to the hereditary. Some of them are having Down syndromes. Now to explain further, the things are not given in the textbook, but then too I am saying that the person, you have say male person and you have female. Okay, so when see each one is having 46 chromosomes in it, all the human beings are having 46 chromosomes. Now what are chromosomes? They are the hereditary genes present in our cell. We all know that we are made up of cells, finally ultimate thing, right? So it's a structural and functional unit of our body. So इस सेल के अंदर you have something nucleic material like DNA, RNA, and that contains chromosomes. These chromosomes are 46 in numbers. उनका दो parts है, X and Y. You have X and Y category chromosomes. Anyway, we will not go much depth of it. I will just tell you that we are having 46 chromosomes. So out of that we have 44 autosomes and you have the 2 chromosomes which determines the sex and all. So that will keep aside. First I'll tell you, अगर ये 46 का by chance if it is 45 or 47 हो जाता है, okay, when the you can say the egg unites with sperm, okay, during that process whatever zygote is made, so if that zygote is having either 45 or 47 chromosomes by chance, not 46, then there is problem of the Down syndromes child. Down syndrome child. The child is not proper. The child, उसको आप देखोगे उसकी मेंटल हेल्थ नहीं है, उसके मुंह में से ऐसे ही सलाइवा निकलता जाएगा, करता जाएगा. Some they grow physically fast but then mental health is not there. So this is what we call as the child having the Down syndrome. Second part of diseases is the acquired diseases. Acquired diseases, it includes some infectious and non-infectious. It is not coming from the parents, it is through the surroundings that you get the diseases. It is you have some pathogens or something which give rise to such diseases. It is not hereditary, it is not from parent. These are called as the acquired diseases. Now children, those acquired diseases are again of the two types. One is the infectious disease and another is non-infectious disease. So infectious diseases, we have cold, flu, dengue, etc. So it is due to the pathogen, maybe a bacteria, maybe a virus, right, anything, but it is through the pathogens. And second is, and if you are having infectious disease, suppose you are having cough and cold, then when you sneeze out, all those bacteria or viruses, they may come out and the other person may get infected. So you are again a means of spread. I'll just tell you about the coronavirus. Why it is made compulsory to wear the mask for all the person. You may be thinking, I don't have any cough, cold history and I don't have any fever, then why I should wear a mask? It is mandatory for those who are having such symptoms, then why I should wear a mask? I will just explain to you children that when there is a person who is having, say, corona, so through the he may cough or he may sneeze. So what has happened in this small area, the droplets and vaporize and make some fine mist.
Breaking.
Okay. So that mist remains in the air for few minutes. Now at the same time, if you are near to that person and if you will breathe, those all the pathogens will enter to your body. So large droplets settle on the ground, but few seconds it takes. So this is how it spread through the sputum. Then you have through food also, if they are touching the food with that infected hands, then the pathogens can enter through the food also. And sometimes some other vectors like cockroaches are there, rats, mice are there, etc. They can also spread the disease because those pathogens, they come in contact with it. So this is how all those diseases get spread. So that is why we tell that if you wear the mask, at least आपके ब्रीथ में वो स्पूटम का कोई पार्ट तो नहीं जाएगा. And if it is made compulsory, at least the person who is coughing or sneezing, if उसने भी मास्क पहना है, so that droplets will not come out ना, आएंगे थोड़े से ही आएंगे ना, हम ज़्यादा करके उसके it will be there in the mask itself. So this is how as a precautionary measures we are asked to wear the mask. Right? Now let us come to the infectious disease and the pathogens related to it. We may not be able to complete the entire table, but again I will discuss this in the next period also little bit. So here this table gives you summarization of things. The first column says the name of the disease, the second column says about the pathogen, ना पैथोजन मतलब द इंसेक्ट और वट एवर वायरस और बैक्टीरिया जो भी है विच इज़ रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर डिजीज. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज द मोड ऑफ इन्फेक्शन. चिल्ड्रन दिस इज ऑल इन्फेक्टियस डिजीज. तो एक का इन्फेक्शन दूसरे को कैसे जा सकता है, दैट मोड इज टोल्ड. देन द सिम्टम्स. चिल्ड्रन सिम्टम्स आर some symbols which occurs in your body because of the entry of that particular pathogen. Doctor often ask you this question, आपको क्या सर दर्द है, तो do you have a fever, do you had didn't get a proper sleep, what was the reason. They try to find it out, then accordingly they treat the disease. So those are called as symptoms. All the diseases are having some or the other symptoms. Doctor understand that symptoms and accordingly then the treatment is given. And children, we have one proverb that prevention is better than cure, right? Prevention is better than cure. That means you take preventionary measures only so that that particular disease doesn't occur to you. So we have the vaccinations, right? Many vaccinations are there for you, like you had BCG, you had triple polio, the boosters dose, and then the polio, etc. So that is all to prevent that particular diseases. So like that we are going to understand. The first one is tuberculosis, which in short we say TB. इसको TB हुआ है, like that the people say. So that is, the full name is tuberculosis, right? And the pathogens which is responsible for this is Mycobacterium tuberculei. So as the name says, tuberculei is there. Tuberculosis, tuberculei. So related to that the words are there. Then टीबी वाले को जो पेशेंट होता है उसको खांसी बहुत आती है, उसके जस्ट लंग्स इन्फेक्टेड होते हैं. सो द स्पीटिंग ऑफ द पेशेंट कंटेन्स दोज ऑल पैथोजेंस, सो दैट get mixed with the air and they form the mist. It remains there in the air for little time. The other person if breathes at the same time over there, then there are chances that the pathogen enters the body of the other person also. And if you are taking care of a person who is having tuberculosis, तो आप उसके कांटेक्ट में आओगे तो वो जो भी खांसता रहेगा करता रहेगा, कहाँ ना कहाँ उसका उड़ा होगा, को आपको वहाँ पे हाथ टच हो गया, कुछ भी हुआ, पॉसिबिलिटी इज़ देयर. दैट मीन्स इफ़ यू यूज़ द मटेरियल of the patient, or if you share any of the share the things, or if you are taking care, so you are cleaning the pots, washing the clothes of the patient, etc., then there are chances, children, that you may again get infected by the same type of pathogen. होता क्या है ट्यूबरकुलोसिस में, यू हैव अ क्रॉनिक कफ, कंटिन्यूसली खांसे, क्रॉनिक एज आई नेम सजेस्ट, बहुत पुराना, बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम से. ओके, वी हैव नाउ एक्यूट एंड क्रोनिक. सो एक्यूट इज़ फॉर स्मॉल पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, क्रॉनिक इज़ फॉर लॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. सो व्हेन दे से क्रॉनिक कफ मतलब बहुत पुराना कफ है, दैट इज़ फॉर मेनी मंथ्स ऑल टुगेदर. एंड देन ब्लडी स्पीटिंग मतलब स्पिट के अंदर, थूक के अंदर यू आर गेटिंग द ब्लड. व्हेन द पर्सन स्प्लिट you may see that in that sputum you have little blood also. Emaciation and difficulty in breathing, that is related to lungs part, that the person itself feels it and then talks to the doctor. The preventionary measures for the same is you take the BCG vaccination, keep isolation with the patient. Now keeping isolation in the patient means if means anybody is having tuberculosis, then you take that person in a separate room. उसको भाई तुमको जो भी करना है यही रूम में करो, हाँ, then you are not supposed to, at least all the rooms of the house is free from pathogen, and up only one person is going and taking care of the person, then it becomes ideal. ज़्यादा लोगों को वो infection नहीं होता. Now children, in this coronavirus also, the person ask for if you have that, then you are kept in the isolation.